We have always enjoyed peaceful transitions in our nation's history, from one president to another. But with Donald Trump as president, hey, anything is possible. And that's why I'm thinking about bad sportsmanship. And usually this is reserved for the sports world. Some of my favorite examples of bad sportsmanship are like when Mike Tyson bit off Evander Holyfield's ear. That was pretty low. Being a Bulls fan, I was living in Chicago during the years of all those championships, and Dennis Rodman, the hardest working man ever in basketball, but wow, it was really bad the day that he walked off the court and, kicked the photographer. Now, I can't see Trump kicking anybody in the news media. And then, of course, being a Packers fan, that Thanksgiving Day game with the Lions, when Ndamukong Suh stomped on the Packer guy that was on the ground. But the most famous, of course, not an ice skating fan, but who can forget Tanya Harding hiring somebody to break Nancy Kerrigan's leg. That's really a high point in bad sportsmanship history. Now, we have had some crazy things to happen in transitions from one president to the next. In my lifetime, one of the best known is the Bill Clinton staffers vandalizing the White House like any freshman would do in their dorm when they left before George W. Bush and his staff came in. They did things like defaced the bathrooms. They ripped phone cords out of the wall. Yes, just 20 years ago, they still had phone cords in the wall. But my favorite of all the things they did was that they removed the W key from a lot of the keyboards. I mean, that was really, really top-notch and adult-type behavior. So we have to ask the question, what's this going to be like for Trump passing the baton, so to speak, to Biden? Now, many presidents would be nothing new for Trump not to show up at the inauguration. And that's always a nice thing for, incumbents to do, to sort of pass the baton. I can certainly see him, not doing that. But let me say this, transitions can be a time of extreme stress and pressure for the nation. That's why it's always good to, try to be a good sportsman. For instance, when James Buchanan left the White House and Abraham Lincoln came in, during the transition, 7 southern states seceded from the Union. So by the time Lincoln took office, we were in civil war in a matter of days. So this can be crazy times. And listen, 2020, you have to admit, has been a crazy time. Not just the election, but with this whole virus thing, the economy, it's been a mess. So I would like to think Trump will show up with a smile on his face. He won't be biting people's ears off or stomping on people. And we just honor the nation and the Constitution for a moment and just come out of the gutter. And I think it'd be great for America.